Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about lip liners or lip pencils. I have some information regarding a MAC lip pencil that I want to talk to you about, and I also have information about the newer liners from NYX. I had bought one a few weeks ago and I said that I wanted to pick up a couple more colors because I just felt like I could give you more information or give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the lip pencils if I had more colors. So, you know what? Since I'm talking about it, why don't I start with that then? Yeah. So a few weeks ago in a haul video, I had showed you that I had picked up a NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. Yeah, that is the name of it. But I think on Ulta's website, I think I saw it as the NYX Slide On Pencil or NYX Slide On Lip Liner, or it was NYX Glide On Lip Liner, whatever. I had bought one in the shade, let's see, the original one that I bought was called Nude Suede Shoes. And I remember at the time saying to you that this was the color of my lips, so I really didn't feel as if I could judge it because it was so close to the color of my lips. So that was the first one that I bought. And that's the color. So it's kind of like a pinky beige, I would say. And these pencils remind me so much of the MAC Pro Longwear lip pencils, which is also their newer line of pencils. Very, very similar in terms of formula. The color selection on the NYX pencils is good. There's definitely some unique shades in there. So if you've been on the hunt for a specific color of lip pencil and you haven't been able to find it in any of the brands that you've searched for so far, you might find it in this line because I definitely saw some unique shades. Alright, so I went back and I got a couple more shades in addition to the one that I originally showed you so I could kind of test them out. The other two I got were Bed Rose, which is a pretty neutral standard pink, I would say. And I would say it's like medium to deep. It's a pretty deep shade. And then I also got this, which was Rosy Sunset. And this is kind of a pinky red, or a red that has some pink to it. Now, the thing with these is there's an upside and a downside to them. I said they reminded me of the MAC Pro Longwear lip pencils, and they do so much in terms of formula. They have a very soft texture. They have very soft texture to them. You can sharpen them, by the way. That they're not twist ups, but you can sharpen them. You can cut right through that black stuff with your sharpener. Yeah, there's an upside and a downside to using this type of lip pencil. It's soft enough that it will just glide on easily, but if you are the kind of person that likes to line and fill in your lips and then put your lipstick over it, you may have some issues with the lipstick not adhering that well to the pencil. Because the reason why I prefer a pencil that's a wooden pencil that you sharpen rather than anything else is because it may take some more work to get it on in the first place, but once it's on, it will stay on, and your lipstick that you put over it will adhere nicely to it. And with these types of pencils, they're just so soft that sometimes when you try to put your lipstick on top, it just kind of slides around and even smears it to a certain extent. But I think the key or the trick to getting this to work and not having those types of issues is to give it just 2 or 3 minutes to set. So line and fill in your lips with this and then just wait. And once it dries down a little bit, then you should be able to go back in and put your lipstick on. Now that's kind of a pain in the neck to have to do that, but if you don't wait, you could experience some issues like that. Now the upside to this type of formula is that it does go on nice and it goes on easily and it doesn't drag and it isn't dry. And you could use this as an all-in-one product. You could just leave this in your purse and just use this like a lipstick, whereas you probably wouldn't do that with the standard like wooden old-fashioned type pencils. You probably wouldn't have just that in your purse to put on because those are kind of difficult to put on. But you could certainly do that with something like this, and it would give you a lot of pigmentation. It would go on nice. It wouldn't dry out your lips. So there is definitely a market for something like this. And I think it's great that NYX is giving you the option of deciding what kind of pencil you like best. I like both kinds of pencils that I'm describing. Like I said, they have advantages and disadvantages depending on what you get. I definitely prefer both these kinds of pencils. I definitely prefer both these kinds of pencils to a retractable pencil. Retractable pencils, I feel, are a huge waste of money unless you are the kind of person that wears only one lip liner and just goes through it because you always wear the same lipstick or the same color of lipstick. Because the reason why I say that is retractable pencils dry up so fast that I've never gotten through one yet. I always have to throw them away after I've only had them for a short time because they dry up. So I really think it's better to buy a lip pencil that needs to be sharpened, whether it's the soft formula type like this that glides on easily or the kind that is made out of wood that you'll also need to sharpen. So what is my verdict on these? I think they're excellent. I think they're very good. And if you can find a color in this range that works with the lipsticks that you have, I think you'd be very happy with them. But, you know, just make sure that you give them some time and let them set a little bit before you put your lipstick on. All right, so I just got back from the mall. I bought a new lip pencil from MAC. And the reason why I did that is I was on the hunt for a lip pencil for a lip product that I own, and I didn't feel as if any of the lip pencils that I had were a good match. I have a very indistinct lip line, and no matter what I'm using for a lip product, I need to use a liner to give me that nice sharp edge. Otherwise it just looks blurry. Now not everybody has that problem, and I feel like that problem gets worse as you get older. But I have a lip product that I really love, and I really wasn't wearing it all that often because I didn't have a lip pencil that I could pair it with. What I'm talking about is the Too Faced Liquified Longwear Lipstick in Jelly Donut, Melted Jelly Donut. This is a bright, cool tone fuchsia. And the thing with lip pencils is if you want a great pairing, it isn't enough to just get a pencil that's the right type of color, the right depth of color, the right tone of color. Ideally, what you want to do is get a pencil that is an exact match or just slightly darker. I didn't have anything like that. This is such an intense color of fuchsia that every pencil that I own was either not bright enough, the wrong tone, the wrong shade. And I have a lot of pencils, but I did not have one that would work. So I started doing some research this morning, and I found one that, judging by the pictures anyway, I thought was going to be a perfect match, and it is. And now that I have this, I don't know how I did without it, because I'm going to be able to use this with a lot of other products that I already have. This is MAC's Lip Pencil in Talking Point. Now, when you look at this, you're probably thinking, oh, it's a bright pink, or it's a hot pink, or it's a fuchsia. You don't have anything like that? I do, but everything I have is more muted than this, or it's not the right tone, or it's too much of another color and not enough of this hot pink color. And so when I first looked at this, I said to myself, well, wait a minute. That probably looks just like MAC Magenta. Not at all. So first of all, let me swatch this. Okay, so that's Talking Points, all right? Really, really bright, intense, cool fuchsia. And then this is Magenta. See, so they're absolutely nothing alike. Magenta is very purple. And I didn't even realize just how purple it was until I saw it swatched next to Talking Points. So Talking Points, if you have or you enjoy blue-based or cool-toned fuchsia lipsticks or even lip glosses, I think that you would really like this, because this is the only one pencil that I've ever seen that was intense enough to be able to handle, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be waving this around because this is magenta. So what I should be saying is doing it this way. Yeah, this is the only fuchsia pencil that I own that is intense and bright enough to be able to handle something like this Too Faced Melted Jelly Donut. And it looks like this is deeper than the Talking Points, but what I did was I lined and filled in my lips with the Talking Points first. And by doing that, and then I put the Melted Jelly Donut over it, it really gave this its true color. When I wasn't using an appropriate lip pencil, it almost was like muting the product, and it wasn't giving it its full potential. And this isn't like every day. I don't wear a bright pink lip every day, but when I want to have the right lip liner to pair with it. And these really, really go great together. So you can see, once you see it up against the other one, you can see that the pencil is definitely just a perfect match for this. And I started going through all my lip products, and I was like, a hot pink pencil, you gotta have that. I feel like the more intense and the darker the lip product is, the more important it is that you have a liner that you can wear with it. With lighter shades, you can kind of get away with not having an exact match, or sometimes not even wearing one at all. You can a lot of times just use a nude or use a pencil that is the color of your lips, which is why that one that I had bought by NYX in, what is the exact name of it? There it is, Nude Suede Shoes. This is a really good pencil to have because it is my exact lip color. So I could use this and then use any kind of a light pink or a light nude or anything like that with this, and it would be fine. But with the darker, deeper shades, you can't really do that. You need to have a liner that is either the same or darker than the lipstick that you're using. So that's it for today, you guys. All about lip pencils, lip liners, that sort of thing. And have a nice weekend. Bye.